Fortnite are banning OG map remakes and even not releasing new updates. Today we're finding out why all of this has been happening. Like brand new movement mechanics, Fortnite are working on wall running, hill scrambling, jump sliding, and double jumping for a while now, and all of these have been set to release, and we expected quite a few of them to come out this season. The ability to run across walls in Mega City, and probably my favorite new movement mechanic, the ability to run up slopes without having to build or find your way up around a mountain. These will seriously change how we get around the Fortnite island, but why are they not in the game already? These new updates have been held back because of hurdling, a new movement feature introduced at the beginning of Chapter 4 that is still not in the game because it has had so many bugs and issues. Fortnite need to sort out hurdling before any of these cool new movements can come into the game. But it doesn't stop there, as in a recent community battle, Epic Games held a small competition where a member of the community could get their own spray added into Fortnite. The winner of the contest was a German creator called Stan Play, who promised to put the Giga Chad spray into Fortnite. He realized that Epic Games probably wouldn't accept this, so instead he came up with the idea with a Jonesy Giga Chad spray. He went ahead and won the competition, but after presenting the idea to Fortnite, they told him he could not put it in the game because of the Giga Chad's association with being toxic online, and this has got a lot of the community that voted for him and expected this spray into the game to be really upset. And if things couldn't get even worse, it looks like the Brute could be returning to the game soon. One of the most hated updates of Fortnite Chapter 1, we have seen the Mech Brute return to the game a few times, not quite as strong as it once was in the past, but if there's one thing that's ever been added to the game that gives me shivers, it's the Brute. New files have been found in-game which detects when a player is operating the top half of a Brute, meaning Fortnite is still tweaking and fiddling away to add this thing back into the game. Epic originally removed all traces of the in-game files of the Brute back in December last year, so all of these tweaks meaning it's set to come back, and we can only hope that it will just be returning to creative mode so we can throw it into our creative islands and not the rest of Battle Royale. Something we are all hoping to come to Battle Royale very soon is of course first-person mode. We all expected it to drop this season as the big new thing. So why have Fortnite not put out this update yet? Well, thankfully, in an interview with Tim Sweeney and Sax from Epic Games, we actually got an answer as to what's going on with first-person mode. But before we take a look at that, I want to show you my latest upgrade to my gaming setup. Introducing my brand new LG Ultra Gear gaming monitor. This is the world's first 240Hz OLED gaming monitor with a crazy fast response time of 0.03 milliseconds. Not only are you getting super smooth gameplay, it will give you those extra frames to win those gunfights and take people down in box fights that you wouldn't normally be able to do. And your inputs will be ultra fast with that mega low 0.03 millisecond response time. The world's fastest on an OLED monitor, meaning as soon as you press that input on your controller or keyboard or mouse, it is happening in-game faster than ever. You literally can't get a better gaming monitor. It's fully ready for next-gen consoles featuring HDMI 2.1 ports so you can play on the highest settings possible. And just look at it. It looks beautiful. Its 27-inch anti-glare low reflection screen can be swiveled, tilted, and height adjusted for the perfect setup. You'll also notice just how thin this monitor is. That's thanks to the OLED technology allowing for the four-sided borderless design and the OLED self-lit pixels offering true-to-life colors. The monitor also comes with its own remote, allowing you to easily switch inputs, change volume, brightness, all without having to fiddle with the settings on the monitor, a feature that I absolutely love. So a screen with 240Hz, 0.03 response time, super thin design that you can fully adjust to fit your setup. You can see now why this is my favorite gaming monitor ever, and if you want to see more information, I'll leave a link in the description. And a big thanks to LG for sponsoring this video. So back to first-person mode, and Epic Games have confirmed that they've been internally working on a first-person mode camera, but specifically for UEFN. It's safe to say that these guys didn't want to leak anything that they weren't meant to talk about, but did confirm that Fortnite have been working on a first-person mode. We've had a few bugs and glitches recently that have let us use it, but not in a fully working way, and leakers have confirmed that it will be its own separate mode. It won't be a camera option in Fortnite Battle Royale, a little bit like build, no build, then first-person mode. This is all set to be a huge update, but I really hope Fortnite drops soon because it will bring so many players to the game that love first-person shooters. But something else that's bringing a load of players back to the game is the remake of the Chapter 1 map. There's been two big maps that have blown up, one from Atlas Creative and another from Dill, called Reboot Royale now. And just as the whole community was getting so excited to play the Chapter 1 map again, Fortnite dropped a big statement. Epic Games explained that the Chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, and future maps are essentially their own property. So for players to remake the old maps and then earn money off it, Fortnite don't like that. However, they've made an exception where they will allow players to rebuild the Chapter 1 map specifically, but no one will be making any money on it. So no matter how big and successful these remake maps get, the builders for these maps won't be earning any money at all. But it doesn't stop there, as Fortnite said you cannot remake the Chapter 2, 3, or any other versions of the Fortnite island, and they have said that if you try to do it, they can lead to some serious punishments. I personally think this is a bit of a weird stance in giving the community the tools to build whatever they want in UEFN, but then not allowing them to make things that will bring so many players back to the game seems a bit counterintuitive, and I'm hoping that despite the fact that the builders aren't making any money on their OG Chapter 1 map remakes, that they'll continue to support them because these maps bring back so many memories. And if you now jump into Fortnite and are looking for the OG maps or any other maps to play, an awesome new feature has gone live that will actually show you the concurrent map players that are playing on that map right now. One thing that I found really surprising is that a lot more players play the build mode of Fortnite versus the no build version of Fortnite. I've stuck to no build mode ever since it came out almost a year ago now, but do you guys want me to return to the build mode for the first time in a year and see if I can get a win? Hit the like button if you'd love to see me do that, as I didn't realize how much more popular it was. And with so many more UEFN projects and creative maps coming up in Discovery, with the new player count visible for everyone to see, it can give you a better idea of which maps are popular and which ones people are enjoying. And I absolutely love this new feature, and I can't wait to see when a creative map could potentially get even more plays in some of Fortnite's official own modes. But don't worry, Battle Royale is definitely not all forgotten about, as we've got some unvaulted weapons coming to the game very soon. The classic submachine gun, drum shotgun, and armored walls are all set to be unvaulted very soon. The SMG will no longer use the P90 model at legendary and epic versions, which is a little bit weird. And when mentioning the return of these weapons, they say they'll be available in supply drops, but supply drops aren't in the game anymore. I presume that's just an error from Fortnite. And armored walls will drop in a stack of 4 rather than 5, but we've all used these old weapons. Don't worry, there's new weapons on the way as well. The power guitar weapon was first added in and updated at the beginning of Chapter 4, but not publicly released for anyone to use yet. Holding out this guitar will send out massive blasts that will break builds around it, a little bit like the boombox, except you have to be holding it out, making you super vulnerable to being shot. The rope and chain grenade launcher sounds incredible, where the grenade will be fired out with a rope and chain, with multiple grenades going out at a time, dealing more damage if you're in the radius of these multiple grenades, and then the rope and chains being reeled back in. This is only in early development, but sounds like an incredible explosive. And the Firefly launcher is basically Epic Games' version of a flamethrower. We've also been waiting for this to drop since the beginning of the chapter, using fireflies as a form of ammunition to make a flamethrower in-game. This feels like a really unique weapon that we haven't seen in ages, probably most similar to the goo gun in a way. And if you hit people with the goo gun, that thing was seriously powerful, so I can't wait to get my hands on this Firefly launcher. And the smart pistol, which was spotted in the gameplay tray at the beginning of this season, is an auto-locking pistol. Anyone that's in a 50-meter radius of you that you're looking in a direction of, you can lock onto. It will take 0.4 seconds for that lock-on to happen, and then the bullets will definitely hit them. So it's quite a situational weapon that sounds overpowered, and I can't wait to get my hands on. And isn't the only thing that's been teased to come this new season, as new posters have appeared around the map for the brand new crew skins, and not just next month, but several months as well. Around Mega City, you'll see new wanted posters. The first one is for the April crew skin called Triarch Nox. This is the NPC that we found when we were doing the storyline quests at the beginning of this season, and now we know how he will be available as a skin. But for the following months after that as well, there are even more wanted posters. It looks like both the May and June crew skins have been revealed with very similar dark energy style to them, with a female skin rocking some awesome streetwear clothing. But if you take a close look at the concept image, it looks like you can see through her stomach to actually see her spine. And the male character looks like he's got part of the 0-point energy inside his stomach, or he's been powered by a flaming meteor. Can't lie, both of those skins look crazy. And with Easter around the corner, of course, we've got new skins coming to the item shop. This is your friendly reminder to head on over and put code ALIE in, just like these guys. The code does disappear every 2 weeks, so please remember to put it back in. It's the best way to support me. With Miss Bunny Penny coming to the item shop, very Easter themed skin, the Drop D, Festival Lace, and Barrette skin all coming out. You can see what they look like on screen here with a 360 view of all of of the skins. Expect these to be in the item shop over the next few weeks during the Easter period. And that's not all, as in 5 weeks' time, it is of course the beginning of May, which means Star Wars Day, which means one of the biggest Star Wars updates we've ever seen in Fortnite. You may think Star Wars may have been a little bit overdone in Fortnite, with the collaboration dating all the way back to 2019, but this new one will definitely blow your mind. As on May the 4th, Star Wars Day was set to have 8 new Force Mythics added into the game, giving the ability to lift people, lightning, push, rip, and so many more abilities. And of course, new Star Wars skins as well. The brand new Star Wars game, Jedi Survivor, launches on April the 26th, so we could see the main character, Cal, from that game introduced in Fortnite, or maybe Palpatine as a big character returning in Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker, and even holograms appearing around the map that will be linked to the Rift Gate, the story that was being told throughout the last season, and could potentially tie into some of the story challenges we get this season. Guys, make sure you subscribe to see that, and although a lot of these updates seem to have been delayed, they are all still in the works, and there's so much stuff coming out over the next few weeks in Fortnite. Don't forget to check out my incredible new LG Ultra Gear monitor using the link in the description. I've been playing on it throughout this video, and it is genuinely the best gaming monitor I've ever had. So again, a big thank you to LG for sponsoring this video. And click on screen here to see some of the coolest Creative 2.0 maps that will truly blow your mind. I'm about to disappear, so quickly click there, and I'll see you on another video.